I really should actually delete people off Facebook, though. I don't know. I feel like I keep so many people on there just in case, and I'm like, Holy cow! That was like a stinking, like, Lego piece, dude. He was just like, I'm gonna come flying at you like a bunch of bricks. Deconstruct myself, and then go back together. Alright, I'm assuming that fixate thing is something I should watch out for. Alright, how about we go back to Glad Stance so I can actually do decent DPS. Yeah, definitely take care of that one, or he'll be miserable later. I probably shouldn't laugh at that, I'm sorry. But that was really funny. Yeah, I totally used to be the person that wouldn't confront anybody about anything. It was just awkward, because I was like, what if I'm wrong? And I don't know how to defend myself if they start arguing with me back. I don't know. Oh my goodness. So here's the question. Here's the $1,000,000 question. Who does he take more after, you or Rusty? That's what I want to know. All the interrupts. I don't know why, but that's so terrifyingly wonderful. Like the fact that Adele is more rusty. I don't know why. You're like, yes, that's exactly what I said. A pooping show. Oh, it's killing me that charge doesn't interrupt anything anymore. So dumb. The things you can get away with saying about your children because they're young and don't know any better. I can only imagine what my parents said about me when I was younger and too, like, ununderstanding, you know. Oh dang, he mean business. Look at this guy. He's like all green and fiery. He looks like he mean business. He doesn't drop anything I want though. That's hilarious. She's like a little YouTube connoisseur, not even like a cartoon. Like, wow. I'm extremely proud, like, cause I hardly watch anything on TV ever anymore either. Actually, I haven't really watched anything on TV since college. But like even now, like when my wife wants to watch stuff, I'm just like, okay, I'll watch it with you because I know you want to watch it. But it's like, I'm not a big TV fan. So, like, YouTube is my main source of just, like, media, for sure. What class am I really hating, as in hating to play or play against, or just all around? Curious.
Thanks for tuning in to another week's podcast.
Oh no, this is the worst timing. I need to change my music soon, and I'm in the middle of a fight. This is terrible.
Podcast on Twitter and Instagram for your chance to be featured during our live stream each Tuesday.
That's awesome. That makes me like super happy. Probably shouldn't, because it's not a big deal, I guess. But that's like one of the best things I've heard all day. Hi, Adele. Right now, the class I think I hate the most to fight against. Used to be rogues until I figured out that warriors and gladiator stance mitigate rogues pretty well. Same with feral druids, so that's okay. I feel like right now, honestly, either ret paladins or DKs, because their damage is so high, and if I don't play a perfect game against a ret paladin, I get destroyed. So I like to keep them on my team, except for the fact that they steal my kills, but that's okay as long as I'm not dying. In class, I am honestly hating to play is my shaman. I had such high hopes for shamans for Warlords of Draenor. I had so much fun playing my shaman in Mist of Pandaria. Like, I completely ditched my DK just so I could play my alt shaman play enhancement through just about all of Mist of Pandaria. And that was some of the most fun I've had on an alt in a long time, because I've wanted a shaman that I could play, especially enhancement, since vanilla. And I finally had it and I was happy, and now shaman's damage is so bad, like they're nowhere. PvE, PvP, it doesn't matter. So I feel like my shaman right now is the one I'm like, it's just heartbreaking. Because again, I had so much fun, especially in MoP. Like, the burst was so ridiculous. Classes would go from like 80% health to just dead. I would erase them with one burst. It was amazing. It was so great. It was just lightning flying everywhere, and my fire elementum was chewing people up and spitting them out. It was great. Priests in general as a whole are doing really well right now from what I've seen, PvP and PvE. So I guess it's just a matter of like if you actually like the class and like the rotation and how it's playing right now. Shadow Priests are brutal in like high rated arenas, and I'm pretty sure they're doing decent DPS in raids as well. But like I was just got done talking with them actually. Like, I really want to play my priest. I'm just so scared of investing time in it, being bad in it, and then getting bad at my warrior subsequently because I've invested time in my priest. Yeah, like right now they're definitely one of the best healers. Even in PvP, like legitimately, when I go into arenas now, if I see a team with a Discipline Priest, I always have a debate of whether I want to actually play the match, because Discipline Priests are so strong right now. Like, it's almost not worth 180 conquest points. It's almost worth it just to like peace out. Like the other night when Rusty and I were doing arenas, like legitimately, there was a couple matches we should have lost because they had a Disciplined Priest, but somehow we were able to pull it off. Wasn't complaining, but it was just definitely one of those things where I was like, we should have lost that. I was hating fighting against hunters too, especially marksmanship, because if you let them stand still, they'll just blast you and blow you up because of their mastery, but as long as you keep them on the move, you're alright. And I try not to be too salty about it, but I feel like anything right now as a warrior is rough. Because even, like, our mobility is decent as Glad stance right now, because we still get to keep our banners, we have Heroic Leap still. Why did I click? I went to loot. Why did you click me on that? Oh, geez, never mind. I'm supposed to do that. Okay, let's get back. Like, my mobility and staying on top of classes isn't as good as it was in Mist of Pandaria, so getting on top of anything that's going to kite me is a rough battle. Like, I'm legitimately, like, having to try harder than I probably should to get kills and stay relevant in PvP. So it's like, yeah, so in general right now, anything is kind of annoying for a warrior, but we're doing okay. I guess it's just depressing because, like, for so long in the beta, Like Warriors were doing so well, and I was like, oh, there's like hope for us, even though after all the craziness and all the changes. But then I don't know what happened between then and live, between just nerfs, like especially arms. Like as arms, I legitimately need like a babysitter if I want to play.
Our live stream each and every Tuesday.
And then even then I feel bad because I feel like I'm like such a liability for my teammates if I'm playing arms. I'm planning on it. I really want to. I actually have the alpha. I've been in the alpha for a while. I just haven't touched it because I got so distracted with WoW. So I feel really bad. I feel like I've been given an awesome gift and I'm not taking full advantage of it. But Heroes of the Storm looks great. It's everything that I want in a game like that. So it's great. Because like it looks like a MOBA. And it's easy to think that it is a MOBA, but everyone that I've seen play it and talk to, like play it seriously, like do a really good job of explaining why it's not a MOBA and why a MOBA is a dumb title or genre for a game title anyways. So it kind of makes sense. But just because I love so many of Blizzard's like heroes and characters, I'm excited about it. I really want to play the Lich King, or Arthas, my bad. And I really want to try out Tyrael and Diablo as well. I know a lot of people hate the rubber banding type mechanic where you can kind of come back from left field of like a, or like from a gnarly like disadvantage and a loss, like something where you would have for sure lost and somehow pull off a win. I know some people hate that. I personally really like those kind of mechanic. Oh, bummer, he's getting a bunch of AFK players. That's no fun. That's so weird. I do feel like Blizzard has a lot of potential with it, and I feel like as long as they stick to what they're doing and don't try to make it a whole lot like League or Dota, they'll be good, and they'll have a successful game on their hands. Watching the tournaments for it from BlizzCon were amazing. One of my favorite, two of my favorite YouTubers actually played in the tournaments for it, or like the kind of joke off, kind of fun like tournaments that they did, and they destroyed. I think they're doing betas for it soon, so make sure you're like on the beta list too. Then you might get your beta invite, which would be sweet. Maybe one of these days I'll stream it if I have nothing to do on WoW. We'll see. Oh my gosh. What happened? Oh, I feel like... Should we kill this dude? I don't even know. Whatever, go back to the boss. It is interesting how that works. Like, certain stuff you can watch and other stuff you just can't be bothered. I'm really excited for how well esports is doing and how much attention it's getting. Like, I was reading an article today on Reddit that some colleges are looking into actually like sponsoring or giving scholarships for esports performances and things like that. Which I thought was crazy. I was like, holy cow, if I could actually go to college on like an esports like flipping scholarship, heck yeah. I would study my butt off if I got to play esports. I feel like that happens a lot to Rusty. He gets like a lot of really random bad luck for no reason. It's like the universe is just like, and it's your turn for everything to go wrong. I feel really bad for the hunter who's just like back here kiting this infernal. The world is very much changing. I agree. And I'm a big fan of it. In some ways. Well, that's dumb. Just gold. Oh, there's the chest. pants with a socket.